Greetings, my friends. I have some piping hot royal tea to spill today. It seems that roasted Harkles were served up for dinner at the recent Golden Globe ceremony. For Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of hypocrisy, not being mentioned would have been a far better outcome. A very warm hello to you all. For Harry and Meghan, 2023 was certainly a turbulent year. They endured some blistering mockery on South Park and Family Guy, and it seems their year of being laughingstocks has now extended into 2024, all thanks to the host of the Golden Globes. The host this year was a gentleman named Jared Carmichael. I'm not terribly familiar with his work, but apparently he's a stand-up comic, and according to the Daily Mail, his brand of so-called woke humor didn't necessarily land well, but he did manage to take a sizable jab at Meghan and Harry. Now, he made a joke about the royal family, but that apparently wasn't well received. He said, "I love the nominated TV shows like Succession. It's coming to an end after 4 beautiful seasons. I loved everything about it. The one thing it taught me is that if you're a royal family member, don't pull out." He went on, "Succession has 9 nominations. It's a great show about a dysfunctional rich white family scheming for power. Oh wait, that's The Crown, my mistake." And he started in on white people, saying they've stolen everything, 100% of everything. The land, the oil, movie premises. Apparently Martin Scorsese was not amused by the attempt at humor. But let's get to what he had to say about Meghan and Harry. It seems his joke about the Sussexes went over better with the audience. According to The Independent, the comedian had Hollywood stars in stitches with a scathing jab at Prince Harry and Meghan Markle during the ceremony. He took aim at several big names, but saved his most incendiary barb for the Duke and Duchess. The crowd roared with laughter when he quipped, "Harry and Meghan got paid millions for doing absolutely nothing. And that was just from Netflix." The camera then cut to Netflix CEO Ted Sarandos, who chuckled at the joke. Of course, neither Harry nor Meghan were in attendance at the Globes. If the Sussexes were hoping 2024 would be their year of redemption, this must come as a grave disappointment. It seems things are only getting worse for them in the court of public opinion. The media tide has clearly turned against the couple, in contrast to the fawning coverage they sometimes received in years past. People are simply fed up with Harry and Meghan's toxic behavior. The only time anyone wants to speak of them now is to lampoon and ridicule them. And I don't think there's any way they could spin this to make themselves feel better. If the Sussexes are bothered by the mockery, which I'm certain they are, considering how thin-skinned they are, they need to realize it's their own conduct that leads to jokes at their expense. If they didn't behave so poorly, people wouldn't constantly belittle them. But I suspect 2024 will be another year of delusion for Harry and Meghan. For example, there's this Elle article claiming it was generous to say Meghan skipped the Globes, and questioning why she'd have been invited at all. Come now. Many of her Suits co-stars were there, and there are rumors of the show being rebooted. Though at this point, I doubt they'd even asked Meghan to return. Clearly, this article came straight from Meghan's team. It asks why her presence would require extra security. How is she more at risk than other stars? Those stars are actually famous, not infamous like Meghan is. And what's with this obsession over security? For Harry, I understand, given his birthright. But Meghan was a nobody who still is a nobody. Why does she think so many people are out to harm her? There were rumors of a Suits cast reunion at the Globes. Patrick J. Adams and Gabriel Macht presented awards, but Meghan was nowhere in sight. According to Elle, fans were hoping Meghan would make a surprise appearance. But what fans are they referring to? It's time for Meghan to stop with these pathetic clapbacks. As predicted, she was shunned again from another glitzy ceremony. Boo-hoo. Just like with the Oscars when there was gossip about her and Harry presenting, only to not even be invited. Who does she think she's fooling by pretending she wouldn't have attended because she wasn't nominated? Plenty of non-nominees were there as presenters. If the Globes committee wanted the Sussexes there, they'd have been invited. But the truth is, nobody wants them anywhere. I wonder what's happening right now behind the scenes in Montecito. I envision dishes being flung about as Meghan flies into a rage. Harry ducking for cover, if he's even there. He's probably escaped to his hideaway at the San Vicente bungalows to avoid Hurricane Meghan's wrath. And what of Doria? Is she bearing the brunt of it all? Or has she also fled to the guest house for safety? This is why I sincerely hope there are no children living in that madhouse with Meghan and Slasher Harry. She is unhinged, a lunatic, dangerous. When Meghan goes into one of her rages, it's scary stuff indeed. We all witnessed glimpses of it when she was a working royal. Remember her tantrum in Australia when she was served something she didn't like? She hurled scalding tea at a staff member. She is an absolute basket case. You can see it in the narc mask she wears, the rigid rictus grin for the cameras that slips away to reveal her true pissed-off, frustrated self when she thinks no one is looking. Always seeking to blame others for her problems, that's the real Meghan Markle. And I love seeing Ted Sarandos laugh after that Globes joke. He knows better than anyone they've been paid fortunes to do zilch for Netflix. That's the thing about those two. Lazy grifters that everyone is finally catching on to. Will Harry and Meghan ever give up the grift? That's the big question now. If Harry has any sense left in that balding ginger head of his, he'll jump ship immediately while he still can. It's over, Harry. Time to abandon this sinking ship. He could return alone to the UK. Would he resume royal duties? No chance. But he must escape Meghan's clutches. At this point, he could blame everything on her manipulation and brainwashing. Say he never wanted to attack his family like Meghan encouraged. People would likely accept that narrative. No one will forget Harry's own role, but we should remember his lack of intelligence made him easy pickings for Meghan's machinations. As for Meghan, I care not where she ends up, as long as it's in a straitjacket in a padded cell. Here's what I hope to see in 2024. 1. Come clean about those alleged invisible children, real or imagined, surrogates or what? 2. Harry apologizes to the royal family for the damage he and Meghan caused. 3. Just get the divorce over with already. What do you think Meghan's reaction to the Globe's mockery was? Please share below. If you enjoyed this video, like and share it with others who would appreciate the tea. Click subscribe so you don't miss any updates. Thank you for watching. I'll be back soon with more piping hot royalty gossip.